3, 2, 1. Let's go, fam. Let's go. 2.4. Let's go.
But long story short, work pressure is really starting to wear me down.
Hi, Albert.
Any medicinal recommendations, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
I have just the thing, Mr. Albert. Take 2 mace of heavenward pepper, 3 tails of 7-star chili, and half a caddy of millet pepper. Remove the seeds and grind together with a splash of...
I love how on the bottom left they have
cooking oil.
actions performed by
Apply the
professionals.
mixture
Do not try
evenly
this at
and
home.
Rinse after 20 minutes. Finally, apply a layer of starch, which will induce a detoxifying sweat. Good for the mind and the soul.
All right, I turned it down just a little bit.
Jiaoqiu, Albert's not the only one exhausted around here.
Oh, she's cute.
Detoxify too.
Well, Miss Yunli, start out by blanching some ingredients in a premium broth.
Is he like
But
a chef?
Make sure it utilizes plenty of premium dried chilies.
He's the
I see
Xiaoling.
digestion issues on the horizon. Some coriander should help with that.
Stay your hand.
Look who it
Turn
is.
that evil herb at once. Unthinkable.
What is happening? Trailer?
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories. You know?
There you are. Everyone, this way.
Don Hung
Zhou
appearance.
Laofu will be holding the Luminary Combat Art Ceremony. Your presence
Ooh.
would be greatly appreciated.
Why are there Boris in here?
Right on time. Hello there. Hey, old metal. Which one do you want to strike? Oh, all of them? Rock-shattering slash!
Ooh, I love her outfit.
Look at how hard I've been training.
Wait, is that a new March skin?
I could take 10 of you.
It's a new March
Shackling
skin.
prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater. Wherever crowds gather, there is always an undercurrent beneath the surface. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Ooh.
My first meal after regaining my freedom is the flesh and blood of my fellow kindred.
My condolences, Miss Hanya.
What was that? Did you see that?
Gnawing and tearing.
Was that a dead Jiaoqiu?
Come back.
If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge.
Oh, hi. Wow. Finest duel under the pristine blue. Was that a dead Jiaoqiu? Was that a dead Jiaoqiu? She looked like she was dead. Over in the corner. Did you see it? What is happening, man? What is happening? The characters look great. The characters look fantastic. Not gonna lie. I think every single patch that they release with characters, they're all so vibrant. They're all so different. They're all so fun. You know what I mean? They all have different personalities. I love it. Love it. But what was with that story? It almost looked like it was just from a story quest, but Jiaoqiu was like passed out or so knocked out or something. There is your code if you would like to redeem your for some Janes and some credits there. There it is. Complete the Trailblades mission, the blue.
Woo! And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle.
Xianzhou Juming delegate, present.
Xianzhou Yaoqing delegate, present.
Xianzhou Laofu delegate present.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
And good evening.
Good
And to
morning.
all our viewers far and wide. Welcome to the version 2.4 finest duel under the pristine blue special program. As
Yeah,
always,
baby.
Your avian buddy Albert's here to guide you through.
Hi, everyone. I'm Yunli, a sword master from the Juming.
And I'm Jiaoqiu.
Yunli.
I may have the appearance of a chef, but I'm actually a healer.
Greetings, everyone. It's been a while. I trust you're well.
A pleasure to have you three.
What's
in
up,
the
Jing
studio.
Yuan?
Now, the
You
Pinnacle
stud.
vacation has drawn to a close, and the crew of the Astral Express is bound for a familiar destination. The Xianzhou Lao Fu!
So it's Kazuha
Precisely
and
why this
Navia's voice
program has
actor?
invited Xianzhou friends, old and new, to welcome Trailblazers back to an old stomping ground. Speaking of which, General Jing Yuan, isn't this your first time on the special program?
It is indeed, Mr. Albert, and I am deeply honored. Had I known of your program's culinary delights, I would never have delayed.
Bon appetit, General. I hate to bring this up, but our catering costs for this episode were kind of spicy. If you'd like to leave a tip, we'd be extremely.
Wow,
Wait a
Albert.
minute. What's this hot pot got to do with you anyway? Didn't the pink-haired fox prepare it?
Well, I'm a hot pot enthusiast, after all. Where I go, the spice follows. Your illustrious presence is payment enough, dear friends. Dinner's on me.
What a gentleman!
I've never gone to a hot pot before. I will
Not
admit.
forgotten, good sir.
I wish that was more
Let's
common
cut
here in
to
the
chase
States.
already. Why are we here anyway?
It's like this. I assume you all received an invitation from the Seat of Divine Foresight, welcoming you to the Luminary War Dance.
Yep, it's a martial arts ceremony. Competitors battle it out in a flash of swords, all for the title of Sword Champion.
As a matter of fact,
I'm gonna be the sword
the War
champion.
Dance is a festival commemorating the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knight's triumphant resistance against the abominations of abundance. As you know, the Law Fu's ambrosial arbor crisis was only recently resolved. Now is the time to regroup and raise our spirits, which is why we have chosen this moment to convene the War Dance. It is also for this reason that the title of Sword Champion will not be decided in this ceremony.
It won't? Oh, I fear Master Yenqing will be bitterly disappointed.
Fear not, Mr. Jiaoqiu. This war dance isn't only a morale boost. It's also an invitation to allies and friends, a display of peace, and an important duty for the Cloud Knights. That's why Yenqing has taken it upon himself to accompany the Trailblazers for the duration.
Exactly right. In the version 2.4 Trailblaze Continuance mission, Finest Duel under the Pristine Blue 1, Trailblazers will witness Yenqing's assiduous side and his new identity.
I get it.
Ooh.
One person, not enough. You need our help, right?
Such a distinguished occasion surely merits the attendance of other esteemed guests.
I
Of
love all
course,
the stories in
the
Star
Xianzhou
Rail.
delegation
All of
will be
them.
led by none
I
other
love
than the
every single
Merlin
Trailblaze
Squad,
mission. They're all so
General
good.
Fei Xiao. At her side will be two senior advisors, Jiaoqiu, the Jiaoqiu, as well as Moza.
And as for the Xianzhou Juming, me and Grandpa, General Huaiyan, the famous Flaming Heart, will be representatives.
Be they friends from near or far, we will welcome them with open arms. This promises to be quite the war dance.
I don't want to lower your spirits, but I heard that the Trailblazers' arrival doesn't always coincide with a happy... I mean, wasn't everyone fighting in the trailer?
3 Arbiter Generals in the same place at the same time? Not a good sign.
That's gonna be
That's not
interesting.
all. Rumors are circulating through the Alliance that General Jingyuan's conduct during the Ambrosial Arbor crisis may have violated certain laws of the land. Could it really be that...
Oh boy.
Naughty, naughty Jing Yuan.
It's true that the other 2 generals will arrive on the Law Fu with a certain assignment. If you want to know the details, then ready yourself for the upcoming Trailblaze continuing story.
Let us refrain from needless anxiety. The Law Fu will ensure a spectacular war dance.
Right, geez, let's lighten the mood. I want to talk about my legendary new Swordmaster apprentice. She's been getting a lot of attention. She gets her own intro, right?
March 7th? Of course! With the war dance right around the corner, March couldn't help herself. She set out on her own martial arts journey. Stay tuned. We've got more intel on that coming up on the program.
We love
Which
March.
reminds me, the war dance ceremony is set to span versions 2.4 and 2.5. The
Hey!
Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be in the past, but the Trailblazers will continue to be important witnesses to the Xianzhou love.
And I guess part 2
going story.
is going to
The
be in
separation has
2.5.
been difficult. We've missed the Trailblazers dearly. Here's hoping the Xianzhou Law Fu can bring everyone new and exciting experiences.
Can't wait!
Ah, the broth is ready. Shall we add any extra seasonings?
Add 'em all! We gotta make the most of the occasion. It's not every day we get to catch up with the Xianzhou pals. Ooh, and speaking of pals, version 2.4 will be introducing a brand new map, the Shackling Prison.
These pals of yours.
Oh, new map! Let's
they're all in
go!
prison?
Not all of them. Not.
I haven't even
official
explored
sense. The Shackling
Penacony.
Prison is
Yeah,
under the Ten Lords
but new
Commission
map.
Administration. That's where Shui Yi and Hanya work.
The Shackling Prison is where we detain criminals. Its cold and forbidding entrance is located below the waters of Scale Gorge waterscape.
Huh?
What?
Does look creepy.
An individual must first stand trial before being escorted to their cell. For those guilty of particularly heinous crimes, we reserve special cells of biting cold or searing
Wow,
heat.
I like
The
that.
interrogations of Blade and Locha were conducted in just such a place.
That looks so cool.
Doesn't sound like an easy place to spring a prison break.
And creepy.
You can say that again. The Ten Lords Commission keeps a watchful eye, and the routes to the cells are tangled webs filled with carefully designed mechanisms.
So
Those
puzzles.
seeking access must first overcome innumerable tests of fortitude.
I
It would
do not
appear
work
the
well with
Shackling
puzzles.
Prison is the haunt of wolf-like monsters.
Ooh.
Boris?
New enemies?
That's right. The Borisin are ruthless beyond measure, infamous for their inborn moon rage. Upon entering battle, the Borisin share stacks of bloodlust. When bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, they enter the moon rage state and become enhanced. Ooh, watch your step, Trailblazers.
That's not good.
What happened to catching up with pals?
Gotta get rid of them quick.
Shui Yi and Hanya would love you to go and express your sympathies. Anyway, with the new map out of the way, it's time we talked about our new friends from the Zhuming and the Yaoqing. Starting with a gifted young girl, Yunli.
Yunli. Oh, look at her. She's so pretty. Oh, look at her sword. How it's like multicolored. Oh, that's cool. That's actually pretty sick looking. Her outfit is so cute. Man, what was that?
I'm from the Xianzhou Juming, a ship known for its unrivaled craftsmanship. As the records
She's pretty.
show, some 60 or 70% of all the Xianzhou's armory comes from the artisans of the Juming. Ever since I was little, I've studied sword mastery and weapons forging with my grandpa. I mean, the Flaming Heart, Huayan. Grandpa's always been nice to me. He loves me, you know?
Miss Yunli is a talented young lady fascinated with swords. She sees renowned swords as treasures. Some say she can even communicate with them directly. To her, swords are more honest than people. She lives by the phrase, swords make acquaintances, fighting makes friends.
Oh? It so happens that on the Law Fu there is an able young man with a similar love of the sword. I have a feeling you two might get along.
You mean Yanqing? He doesn't know the first thing about swords. He collects them like they're going out of fashion, then never uses them. I can hear
I'd say he
those
uses
blades
them.
flying from here.
Seems like you guys don't share everything in common.
And not to mention, see the giant sword I use? Forged him myself. He might not be complete, but he's already stronger than anything out there.
Weapons of this caliber usually get their own name. What do you call them?
Not bad, Feathers. Finally, someone who understands swords. I gave him a unique name for the ages. Old Metal.
Huh.
She say
It
old
has a
metal?
ring about it.
I like it too.
Me and Old Metal have a deep connection.
Old
Every
metal.
time I get into a scrap, I ask Old Metal, which one do you want to strike? Old Metal usually says something like, let's start here and end there. To which I reply, oh, all of them? All right.
Old Metal's adorable
She's a little
manner
terrifying.
belies his formidable
Cute,
stature.
but scary.
Yunli might be young, but she's confident and unafraid to speak her mind. It's time we took a look at her skills on the battlefield.
As a
Let's look at 'em.
type character following the path of destruction, gentle persuasion isn't really my style. When using my skill, I restore my own HP while dealing physical damage to a single target and adjacent enemies.
What
So she's a
sets Yunli
DPS.
apart in combat is the way she counters the enemy. When attacked, she immediately launches a counter on the attacker, dealing damage to the target and adjacent enemies.
Bears a grudge and knows friend from foe. She
What's
doesn't
with
mess
the
around.
bug?
You gotta use the enemy's strength against them. After using my ultimate, I acquire the parry state, which allows me to sustain lower damage and taunt all enemies. In addition, my ordinary counter is upgraded to powerful counter, which deals higher damage.
So it almost
You
sounds
seem
like she's
well-versed in
a
the art of the counter. One assumes that
A
surprise attacks
Fushwin
during exploration
DPS.
aren't a concern for you.
Nope.
if she can taunt
Using my
them,
technique, I obtain a special effect
take
for a
less
set
damage
duration.
with her
If an
ultimate,
enemy launches an attack during that duration,
and
the
heals
attack
during
is
an
blocked,
attack.
and upon entering battle, I launch a powerful counter on a random enemy.
Imagine you've hardly regained your footing when a girl with a giant blade comes running straight for you.
Yeah, kind of like Clara.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
In version 2.4, Trailblazers will experience the Swords to Plowshares companion mission. Granddad and granddaughter arrive on the Luofu from the Zhuming, bringing with them a prize much sought after among the war dance competitors. Wait, you brought something else too? Let's see. Let's save that for another time, shall we?
Now remember, Albert, the prize is for the war dance champion, not the host.
So if Yunli is also set to compete, and were she to prevail, then wouldn't the prize return home with her to the Zhuming?
Not so fast now. The Luofu has something to say about that. The Zhuming may have brought the prize, but they ain't leaving with it.
Watch us.
Easy now. External heat needs inner cooling, as they say.
Sounds like another difficult challenge for Yang Jing.
Why do you guys sound so... Oh, right. Let's move on to another new character, shall we? Hailing from the Yaoqing and soon to be making his appearance, it's military healer Jiaoqiu.
Jiaoqiu. Let's learn about this guy. Always got food on his mind. Ooh. Oh, wow. Bro.
The Yaoqing's illustrious healer. I've heard much about you.
You're too kind, General. My visit to the Luofu is only in aid of keeping a promise.
You owe someone a taste.
And he said earlier he's a healer? Is that right?
Taste is secondary to nutrition, Miss Yunli.
I'm curious, Mr. Jiaoqiu. Under what circumstances would you usually open your eyes? Forgive me, but, your beef is overcooked.
Wow, genuine.
Well, seems like culinary emergencies are pretty eye-opening. But I digress. Mr. Jiaoqiu, why don't you introduce yourself a little more?
Well, I am employed as a military healer to the Yaoqing's General Fei Xiao. You could consider me one of her retainers. I'm accompanying the general to the Xianzhou Luofu for this war dance ceremony.
So what's with all the broths and ingredients then?
Well, you see, Miss Yunli, I believe in culinary medicine. The notion that we are what we eat. The arts of cooking and healing are one and the same. which is why
Well,
I
if we
spend
are
so
what we
much
eat,
time delving
I'm
into
definitely
the
a
spicy miracles of medicinal
cheese
cuisine.
stuffed,
A meal is
you know,
not
crust
simply a
stuffed
merry occasion,
pepperoni pizza.
but an opportunity for food
That's
to
all I
work
ever eat,
quiet wonders
feel like.
for our biological systems. Isn't that beautiful?
Why bother dividing the pot into 9 sections if you're gonna eat from all of them?
I am a self-confessed chow hound, Miss Yunli. I eat, and then I leave.
Oh, you ain't going
Yeah,
anywhere yet, Doc.
when his voice kind of gets
Delicacies
soft
aside,
and a little bit
let's talk some
lower,
more
you
about
can
that.
definitely hear Kazuha in
Before
his
you came
voice.
under General Fei Xiao's command, you were well known in the Xianzhou Yaoqing's Alchemy Commission. You went on to cut your teeth as a military healer with the Cloud Knights on campaigns for the hunt. I heard you decided to retire, only returning to service at the personal request of the Cauldron Master.
Some people prefer work to leisure, I suppose.
Well,
So
I
basically,
am
we have
fortunate enough to be respected for my
Sayu,
craft.
Kazuha,
Some
and
even go
Farina
so far as to deem me a
at
miracle
the table right
cure.
now.
As General Fei Xiao's strategist, Jiaoqiu applies
Or
his taste
Sino,
for
not
spice
Sayu,
to
Sino.
battlefield tactics.
Kazuha and
Combat
Farina.
is a bubbling broth, with each side occupying 1/2 of Yunyang Hot Pot.
Indeed.
Oh, Navia.
Battles are
Navia.
marked by
Farina.
myriad changes.
was
Constantly
Farina's voice
evolving
actor.
in a dance of yin and yang.
Navia's voice actor?
Well said, General.
They say
Sino,
foxes are cunning
Kazuha,
creatures.
Navia.
Seems like Mr. Jiaoqiu.
There, I got it
No
right.
exception.
Finally. Third time's a
I
charm.
think it's time we took a look at what our delicious doctor can do on the battlefield.
Well, about time. I am
What
a
can
fire
you do?
type character on the path of nihility.
Look,
When
it's early
using
in the
my
morning.
technique during exploration, I create a special dimension. After entering battle with an enemy within the dimension, I inflict them with fire damage. And there's a possibility of following up with a stack of Ashen Roast debuff.
So, we're cooking the enemy alive?
Ashen Roast turns up the heat by causing enemies to sustain greater damage. Any attack that Jiaoqiu lands on an enemy has a
Cooking
chance
the
of
enemy
inflicting
alive?
Ashen Roast.
Indeed.
So good.
Case in point, if I were to use my skill to deal blast damage, there would
He's
be a
cooking.
chance of simultaneously inflicting
Literally.
a stack of Ashen Roast on the target.
Did you just throw spices into the battlefield?
Sharp eyes, General. After launching my ultimate, the battlefield becomes an enormous Yuanyang hot pot. The enemies are trapped in a searing broth, which inflicts damage on each and every one of them. At the
We
same
literally
time,
are
the
cooking
effects of
enemies.
Ashen Roast are compounded for enemies inflicted with the debuff, in line with the current highest number of stacks. Immediately after, a field appears, which lasts for a set number of turns.
Whew, all these hot pop visuals are making me hungry again. What does this field do exactly?
Enemies within the field sustain greater ultimate damage. And during their action, there is a chance they will be inflicted by a stack of Ashen Roast.
Oh, it would follow that if, for example, Acheron were on the team, you would be able to help her acquire ultimate charges more quickly.
Absolutely right.
Nice of you to invite the
So he
enemy to
works with
dinner
Acheron.
before showing them the door.
The last meal they'll ever experience. Word of advice? Order out next time, fellas. Well, we've gotten to know new friends from both the Zhuming and the Yaoqing. Let's turn our gaze to the version 2.4 banner info. In version 2.4's first half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the
Hey!
limited 5-star character Yunli, as well
There's
as the limited
Wawa.
5-star character Wawa. The limited 5-star light cones, Dance at Sunset, and Night of Fright will be boosted.
A
Yunli and
cat is
Wawa.
a human's best friend.
You certainly have a cat-like energy to you, Miss Yunli.
Let's move swiftly on to this version's second half warp event.
Sparkle!
Which boosts limited 5-star characters, Jiaoqiu, and Masked Fool Sparkle.
Oh
In
no,
addition,
man!
the
I
drop
want
rates for the limited
Sparkle!
5-star light cones,
I don't have
Many
Sparkle.
Springs,
I want
and Earthly
Sparkle.
Escapade will be boosted.
Dude!
Ah, another eye-opening moment for our fox friend.
Oh
Moments
man!
spent in the cool shade of an old tree should be used
I
for
want
admiring
Sparkle.
the surrounding scenery.
Couldn't agree more.
I want
And
Sparkle!
almost forgot. The version 2.4
Ugh.
banner will feature a familiar face on the 4-star light cone. Poised to bloom.
She
New
has the
March
presence of
Lycombe?
a true swordmaster. Someone's been taking their training seriously.
Without further ado, let's take a closer look at the fruits.
Sparkle's showing up on the banner. That's sick.
Sword Master Apprentice.
I love Sparkle's character. So is this like a new path for March? Right? Dude, that outfit, she looks so cute. I love March.
On returning to the Xianzhou, March 7th is brimming with excitement for the upcoming war dance and decides to learn swordplay from Masters Yunli and Yanxing.
So, Path of
I still
Nihility,
vividly remember
or no,
instructing
Nihility,
Yanxing in
Path
the
of
way
the
the
Hunt.
sword. Now he's already passing on his knowledge to others. How time flies.
March 7th might be a rookie, but she's also a natural. Her master.
Path of, I'm imaginary.
taught her the best
It is
doing
too
sword
early in the
play.
morning,
So
okay, chat?
naturally,
It is
she's
too
made good
early in the
progress.
morning.
Yanxing
My
is also
brain
March
cannot
7th's
read.
master. To deprive
Okay.
an inquiring mind of tuition is
I'm losing my
not in his
mind.
nature.
All right.
It is
you are,
way early in the
General.
morning. I
heard
haven't
that
had
March
enough coffee.
7th was a bow and arrow
Imaginary.
user. Brave of her to take up the sword,
Hunt.
and no doubt a challenge for her masters.
I'll say. Not to mention, Yunli and Yanxing's swordplay isn't exactly similar. Will March 7th end up with a weird mix of styles?
You're overthinking things. If you're
Her outfit
dedicated
is
to
super
the
cute.
sword, you just need to swing it.
Oh, follow the sword and victory will follow. Well, we've done a lot of talking. Time to see March 7th swordplay in action.
March 7th, the Hunt's basic attack deals imaginary damage. When using her skill, March 7th selects a teammate as master and presents them with a special beverage to increase their speed.
Is that like boba
Good
tea?
apprentice.
As a promising young student, March 7th has a keen understanding of her master's style. When her master launches an attack or ultimate, March 7th acquires charges. When charges reach a set number of stacks, she immediately takes action again and obtains an enhanced basic attack. Her enhanced basic attack deals set hits of damage to a target enemy, with a chance
Ooh,
of
that's
dealing
cool.
further hits.
Just
That's
a
cool.
chance.
She's a rookie, remember? Her moves might be a little rusty, but they can surprise you all the same. Depending on her master's path, her specific attacks possess additional effects.
That's right. For example, masters on the paths of destruction, erudition, or the hunt can cause specific attacks to deal additional damage. And masters on the paths of nihility, harmony, preservation, or abundance can raise the toughness reduction of specific attacks.
Putting learning into practice. Where do
They
I
really want you to use March.
After using
Sounds
her
like.
ultimate, March 7th can deal damage to a target enemy while improving her next enhanced basic attack.
And for those who were wondering what having March as an apprentice is like, there you have it.
March 7th is humble and learns from all her allies. During exploration, for every time a teammate uses their technique, March 7th acquires a charge at the start of the next battle. When using her own technique, she regenerates energy at the start of the next battle.
It must be a great privilege to have an apprentice with such powers of perception.
Well, get this. Completing specific tasks in the version 2.4's Trailblaze Continuance will unlock March 7th the Hunt. Once unlocked, a path-switching option will appear in the character interface for this.
That's my apprentice.
So you
She
gotta
certainly
do
does
the
have
Trailblaze
aura of a
mission
heroine.
to unlock it.
I think we could all use a lie down. More exciting updates after the break.
All right, next redemption code. There you go. Dude, the characters look great. The fighting styles look amazing and awesome and fun. Like, March looks great. Her outfit is super, super, super cute. So you got to do the Trailblaze mission to unlock her Path of the Hunt. Imaginary, okay? Imaginary type Path of the Hunt. Look, you got to forgive me. Like I said, it is early in the morning. This is way earlier than when I normally get up. I've only had one cup of coffee, okay? I'm still shaking the cobwebs out of my brain. But there's your redemption code. Don't forget to redeem. Don't forget to redeem. New redemption code. And Sparkle! Freaking Sparkle, man! Sparkle's on the banner. Like, I need Sparkle, dude. Like, oh man, like
Welcome
I need
back,
Sparkle.
Trailblazers. It's
I want
time
Sparkle.
We took a look.
Don't have her.
2.4's all new events. As the war dance approaches, guests and visitors from all corners are converging on the Luofu. But not all are harboring noble intentions. I'm sure all you remember a certain IPC representative by the name of Scott.
Oh, the Alliance is very familiar with the conduct and deeds of the IPC.
Hardly surprising. Well, Scott is out to demonstrate that Xianzhou swordplay is no match for IPC tech. Ooh, not only does he have a mech-related provocation in store, but also wants to assert his authority through battle.
For real?
It's a new
I think
event.
Me and Old Metal owe this guy a beating. Or 10.
Hold your horses, Miss Yunli. As a matter of fact, your apprentice got a little impulsive and took up the challenge. She's due to face off against her opponent in just 15 days' time.
A familiar turn of events. Are we able to assist Miss March in this endeavor?
Of course! To help March defeat this IPC rotten egg, Trailblazers will take up the position of personal trainer. The goal? Develop a 15-day crash course in swordplay.
15
Personal
days
trainer?
crash course? Mr. Albert, have you heard the proverb, haste makes waste?
Have you heard the proverb when needs must? Between me and Yan Qing, we've got the sword skills to provide the best crash course in town. Still, balance training also requires rest,
Oh, that's cool.
relaxation, and fun.
Oh, the little
favorite
comic strips, the little
work-life
mangas.
balance. Sounds like you've got it figured out, Miss Yunli. Results or your money back?
I have a feeling Miss March will have some fortuitous encounters and crucial assistance along the way.
Oh, I might just have to offer a helping hand myself.
The encounters and sword training experiences that March accumulates will dictate the nature of the story's conclusion. The end result will always be a solo confrontation with Scott, though the nature of the showdown will also vary accordingly.
Following the ending, Trailblazers can acquire Stellar Jade and March 7th, the Hunt's Eidolon.
With the combined assistance of her friends, surely Miss March will prevail.
So you get an
over
E1 march
Scott.
through the event?
As long as a swordmaster is worthy of the sword in their hand, they have nothing to worry about.
Wise words indeed, Miss Yunli.
Oh.
Let's move on to another
Oh god, the
event.
trash cans.
After leaving Penacony, I'm sure Trailblazers will remember with fondness their unpredictable old friends, the trash cans.
Yeah,
It
with
seems
fondness.
These old friends have appeared on the Xianzhou.
Up here they have. And
Oh,
a medical
no.
intern from Penacony is on the lookout for an assistant. Their goal? To complete a series of shoots to uncover the secrets of the Marstruck.
Wait,
Not the trash cans.
they're doing
Oh my
a
god.
trash can shoot?
You better believe it. The intern in question is Randolph. And just like the Trailblazers, they're a trash can enthusiast.
If you spend enough time in the cosmos, there's nobody you won't encounter. Trash can enthusiasts? Comes with the territory.
During the event, Trailblazers must use the photography software provided by Randolph to take pictures of trash cans hidden among the crowds.
Different trash cans mean different
Pictures
points.
of trash
With some
cans.
trash cans even adopting special movements.
Pictures
Do your
of
best to get them all
trash
on film
cans.
to maximize your points and complete the stage objective.
That one's like
And
falling
a
from the
friendly
sky.
reminder, trash cans may appear unexpectedly and without warning. Trailblazers wishing to catch them all will need their wits about them.
Now this
So it's
event
like
isn't
random?
confined to the Xianzhou.
They just show up out of
Your
nowhere?
old friends have also appeared in Bellabog. Rumor has it that Bellabog inhabitants have recently been attacked by a shadow of unknown origin. To resolve this case, our trash can friends need the strength of Trailblazers and Bellabogians alike.
And that's the end of the trash can related content for this version. Right?
Don't speak too soon. In the Trailblaze Friendship is Magic event. Trailblazers need to use specific characters to play the role of magician and summon a special trash can comrade, Letter Pony, to fight alongside them.
A trash can summoning magician.
Where do they come up with this
Does
stuff?
this sorcerer have any other notable abilities?
Of course! The magician's skill and ultimate will acquire all new combat effects with the power to command mini-cans during battle. The mini-cans' attack and talent abilities will depend on which character was used to summon them, adding further layers to the combat experience. For example, the skills of certain
What?
magicians summon mini-cans onto the battlefield up to a maximum of 5. The more mini-cans on the battlefield, the higher the attack and the more energy regenerated for the magician.
Classic trash warfare.
Well, get this. Some mini-cans can even enter an ultra gold state and receive extra buffs. And we've only scratched the surface. Trailblazers who wish to test the limits of magical
What
trash
in
can
the
strength
world
can
is
do
going
so
on?
in game.
Ooh.
The event will launch
Ooh,
a new
posters on
challenge
it.
stage daily, with 5 stages total, and each stage split into 2 difficulties. After completing the Initiation Trial Challenge, Trailblazers can unlock the official trial difficulty for an even harder test.
See you on the battlefield, friends.
I have
another breather.
no words.
Don't go
What?
anywhere, Trailblazers. More exciting updates after the following broadcast.
What? Last redemption code. The trash cans are going to be fighting what? What? Oh, I'm just, I don't know what to say, dude. I don't know what to say. Where do they come up with this stuff? Right? Like, where do they? I have no idea. Hey, but you get an E1 March. You get an E1 March. There is the redemption code for Star Rail. Make sure you redeem it. Make sure you redeem it. You have what? 24 hours? Is that right? Be sure to redeem it, or less than 24 hours. Or 24 hours. A little over 24. I don't know. I can't math, okay? I cannot math. So make sure you redeem your codes in time.
Welcome back, y'all! As always, in version 2.4, we'll be seeing the return of 10 free warps in the Gifted Odyssey check-in event.
I was
We love
waiting
free
for you to say
warps.
that.
Some comforts are here to stay.
And of course, there's also the double events. Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty.
Remember to complete the simulated universe or divergent universe for double planar ornaments.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't even got to this version's system optimizations yet, starting with the relic system. When using the filter function to screen relics already in your possession, filter choices can be saved for a faster selection process. Meanwhile, in the relic inventory, Trailblazers will find new quick lock and quick discard functions. When choosing relics for a character, relics will be sorted according to the character's relic set prioritization, with the most suitable relics appearing first. There's also a new feature.
I like
for
that.
Relic substat recommendations.
By using the recommended relics feature, not only can Trailblazers view a character's most frequently used relic set, but also the recommended main and subsidiary stats.
And
I like
finally,
that. Helps you.
when checking
Keep it from
Simulated Universe
searching.
Interface and Cavern of Corrosion in the Interastral Peace Guide, Trailblazers can see recommended characters for the relics in question.
How considerate.
Now, to allow Trailblazers
That's
to come
good.
into faster contact with new versions, captivating events, and time-limited rewards, 2.4
I love the
has
little
added an
quality of
advanced
life
access feature for
things
both
that they
Trailblaze
keep doing.
continuance and events.
So if a Trailblazer doesn't meet the prerequisite conditions for a given event, they can still experience the new version's events and missions?
You got it. Trailblazers who've reached level 21 will see a Play Now icon appear on the event page for events with advanced access eligibility. Just select the icon to join the experience.
Now that's an optimization. Ready and waiting.
Ooh,
In the mission catalog, missions with early access will feature a special icon. Maps yet to be unlocked will get temporary map teleportation access, while also featuring a special icon. Trailblazers can freely switch between the displays for the normal map and the temporary maps unlocked as a result of advanced access event activation.
And what if Trailblazers achieve the normal event activation requirements during the course of early access?
Good question. In that case, the event will terminate the advanced activation state and the temporary map channel will close. However, game data will be retained and Trailblazers can continue participating in gameplay as normal through the event stream.
Which is when I get my hands on the limited time event rewards.
In other news, in the not too distant future, a new episode of Knowing the Universe will be upon us. We've invited celebrated novelist Yoshiki Tanaka to be with us on the program. Together, we'll be exploring thoughts and imaginings on the subject of the boundless universe. A huge
Knowing
thank you
the
to Mr.
universe?
Tanaka for his participation. Man, I can't wait to see that episode. And finally, intel on a mysterious collaboration destined for launch in 2025.
Fate Stay Night.
Bracing for impact!
For more info, stay tuned for official announcements, Trailblazers. Woo! That
Collab
brings
with
us to the
Fate.
end of the version 2.4 special program.
All right.
Returning to the Cienjo.
In
getting to
my
know new
opinion,
Cienjo friends.
this is kind of a filler
guys
patch.
should know how to
I
get
kind
it
of
all
expected it,
excited.
right?
Will March be
It's
able to
2.4.
perfect her swordplay?
3
Nothing
Cienjo
about the
generals
Stone
in the
Hearts.
same place at the same time.
You know what I
Who
mean?
knows what kind of
New
stories will
characters.
unfold.
They look amazing, right?
Let us all bear witness to the future of
Nothing
the Cienjo
super
law
exciting
See you in the next one, Trailblazers.
coming in this patch. Or at least I feel like there's nothing
See you
then.
next time.
crazy exciting coming in this patch. For me, the best part about this patch was March, number 1, right? Getting E1 March and Sparkle being on the banner. For me, that's, in my opinion, that is the best part about this patch. I don't know how you guys feel. Oh, the prison. Yeah, the prison looked really, really cool. The prison looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to explore and things like that. It was okay. It's going to be an okay patch, right? But I feel like it's just a filler patch. Of course, you get a new Trailblaze continuous mission. You got 2 new characters. You get March on her new path, new outfit and all that stuff. And the banners, right? But I'm more excited about Sparkle being on the banner than anything because I really want Sparkle. I love Sparkle. But maybe if I play it and, you know, play through the Trailblaze mission and get to learn, you know, the personalities of these 2 characters and their stories, maybe be like, oh my God, I want this person. Or, oh my God, I want that character. I think it'll be interesting. It'll be fun. It's always fun. Star Rail is always fun. But this patch, for me, just feels like it's more of a filler patch for now.